How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Meet the Bird Gang. I'm your host today, Jacob Kronberg, and we're joined by a familiar face. We had him on a few episodes ago. It's left-handed pitcher, used to be at Long Beach State. Now he's a member of the Angels organization, Adam Seminaris. Adam, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Walk me through it. June 11th, you get picked by the Angels. What's it like?
It feels surreal right now, but I mean, it's something that we've been working for my entire life and had a goal of playing professional baseball, and it's an awesome feeling.
Who are you watching the draft with?
My family, my brother, my mom and dad, my girlfriend, my brother's girlfriend, grandma, and then that was it. I think so, but we were all sitting around the TV watching, stressed out, everybody. So, but it was fun.
Were the Angels a team you spoke to pre-draft, or was it more of a draft night? They called you up and said, "We're going to take you."
I spoke with them very briefly. It was just the area scout just calling and checking in on me, and but I didn't hear from them like 2 weeks before the draft, and then they called me in the fifth round, or they called my advisor at the time in the fifth round, and then it just waiting for the name to pop up, you know.
Was that the first team that called you on draft night?
No, I believe the first team to call was the Blue Jays. But that was like an hour before the draft even happened. So, but I mean, it was pretty hectic.
Obviously, you said it's surreal for yourself. What were your parents' reaction? What was the family's reaction around you when they got the news?
I mean, I started crying. My brother started crying. My mom was crying. Everybody just knows how hard, not only me, but my family, and how much baseball is in our life and in our blood. So when this actually happened, it was like everybody's hard work came into fruition, and everybody was just super happy.
You're a California kid, and we didn't get to it the first time we had you on, but I want to know, what was your fandom team growing up?
So I got a lot of family from New Jersey, and my dad's a big Yankees fan. So I followed the Yankees, but I mean, being so close to Angel Stadium and Dodgers, I mean, we watched baseball all the time. If baseball was on TV, it was on at our house. So, I mean, I've followed the MLB ever since I was 5 years old.
How does it feel to not only get drafted, but get drafted to essentially your hometown team?
I mean, it's crazy. Angel Stadium from my home is probably 20 minutes away, right down the freeway. So, I mean, I pass Angel Stadium coming to Long Beach every day, or when I was driving every day. But to get to Long Beach, I had to pass Angel Stadium, and it's like, man, I wish I could play there, and it actually happened. But that'll be in a while, in a little bit of time.
It's safe to say you've been to games at Angel Stadium?
Yeah, we have pictures from when me and my brother were wearing the Little Angels jerseys when we were probably 5, 6, 7 years old. And I actually had one of my birthdays in October at Angel Stadium. We went and saw the Angels play the White Sox in the postseason. So that was pretty cool. So we pulled out all the pictures the next day on that Friday when I had a bunch of my close friends and family over. So all the jerseys and everything from when we were all little were out, and everybody was looking at them and everything. But it was awesome.
What's your favorite Angels memory growing up? Obviously now it's them taking you in the draft, I would think, but
yeah. I mean, I like to watch Jared Weaver growing up. Vladimir Guerrero, Troy Glass, I mean, they were all big names when I was growing up.
Weaver was a Long Beach State guy as well, right?
Correct. Yeah.
That's a pretty good path to follow in
I
his
would say so.
footsteps.
Yeah, I would say so.
You were with your family, you were with your brother, your girlfriend on draft night. So obviously they were the first ones to get the news.
Mhm.
Who was the first person you spoke to or told outside of the party you were with?
I don't think I told anybody. I think just, I mean, I don't like talking baseball with anybody because it's like it happens so much and people just ask questions. But I mean, I don't think, I mean, my phone was just blowing up, so I don't think I just called anybody and told people. I mean, they were just texting me and calling me. So I don't remember that.
Do you remember the first person to hit you up on your phone? Or the first Firebird, maybe?
Uh, it might have been Schuster because I texted him because he went in the first, so I texted him right away. Um, I can't remember. No.
What was the Birds group chat from last year like when June 11th came to an end? 12 Firebirds selected, led the entire Cape Cod Baseball
Yeah.
League.
I mean, everybody was pumped for each other. Um, a lot of guys from that league are going to get drafted. So we were all just waiting. And I mean, Schuster was the first one to go, right?
Yeah.
So everybody was super pumped for him. And then Eater and Britton and all those guys everybody was just jazzed up for everybody. So it was super fun.
Have you been talking to those guys since the draft? I know there were a couple Birds who went to the same teams. No one else from the Firebirds ended up in the Angels organization. Is there a little automatic rivalry if you joined your team, your opposing teams?
100%. I mean, I I can't wait to see all those guys on the field again. That was just a super fun summer. We were all bonded together, and playing on the professional level against them was going to be super exciting.
So you've had a few weeks since the draft. What have you been up to in this newfound professional baseball career time?
I mean, the training's the same from when season ended up until the draft. But I just got a throwing program today, actually, from the pitching coordinator, and but I mean, I've been doing the same thing with this COVID stuff, so I can't really go anywhere, and we still working out in the same garage and going on the same runs. So looking for all this when this is over, looking for some new scenery for sure.
You mentioned you hear your name on draft night when you were fortunate enough to be selected, but then it becomes official when you put pen to paper. Where did you sign your contract? What went down before you did that?
I was actually in my living room. They sent it over by email. It was me and my parents. We were reading the contract, and I mean, just that was it. Then we celebrated and had a good time. So that was the next day, I think. But I mean, I didn't. What am I going to wait for? Excited. Let's get it going.
So I noticed you've got a unique Angels hat on. Is that one you had? Is that one you got from the team post draft or?
My brother bought this for me the next day, so I actually did not own an Angels hat. Um, yeah, but he said this was the only one at the store that would fit my head. He said the all the smaller sizes were all the normal, like the regular the A with the halo, but this was the only one that would fit my big head, I guess.
Eh, it's a nice design. I've never actually seen
I
one.
like it. Yeah, I like it. Different, looks good.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
How often are you in contact with the guys from the Angels organization since draft day?
So I got a few calls within the next week, and then it's starting to pick up now since they figured out what the big guys are doing. Um, but other than that, it's crawling by since they don't even know what the minor leagues are doing.
Transition back to Orleans a little bit. Have you spoken with Kelly Nicholson since it
I
all
have
went
not.
down? Not
I have
spoken.
not actually. I talked to Troop, but I mean, Kelly just sent me a text. But I mean, I haven't gotten on the phone with him or anything.
How about your coaches from school?
Oh yeah, we still been talking, all of us, because I got to finish up some stuff that was in the works, and I was still talking to my coach about throwing and everything during this time. So I've still been talking to Valenzuela.
What is the celebration? Have you been able to celebrate it all with teammates from school? Because I know you were up in Long Beach for a while.
Yeah, and I mean, not really with all this COVID stuff going on. Everybody kind of went home, and I mean, I'm still living here with my catcher, and we still have a house, hockey garage that we work out in. I mean, we haven't really done much celebrating here, but plan to.
Some well-deserved celebration. Congrats from me and the entire Orleans Firebirds family. So you've made it out. Last time we spoke, it was just draft preparation. It was a little more of what you learned last summer, what you did this spring. What do you think your biggest takeaway from your time in Orleans was that helped you get to now this point as a professional baseball player?
I would say the biggest takeaway was just the confidence that I gained from being in Orleans, and just knowing that I can compete with the best guys in the nation. So, I mean, going up there, it was a little intimidating because my name wasn't big. I wasn't on any of the boards or anything. So, going up there and just proving to myself and everybody that I can stay up there and stay and compete with all the big name guys and all the big name schools. It just gave me a bunch of confidence to come back to school with.
We didn't get to this last time you were on Meet the Bird Gang, but I spoke with Noah Skiro a couple of days ago, and he mentioned you two were at the driving range a lot. He said you're a big golfer. How's the golf game right now in quarantine?
I haven't actually been since everything's shut down. They just started opening up the golf courses around here, but I'm still in the search of getting my own set. So and I mean, I was using my dad's and everything, but I want to get my own setup, all my own clubs and everything. But yeah, it was really fun going golfing with Noah, and really bonded with him, and I would say we're pretty good friends right now.
Who's the better golfer?
Noah, for sure.
Really? He was up in the air about picking himself.
No, he's way better than me. He loved it. He loved going golfing, and I just go out and have fun. You know, he really can swing the golf club. So yeah, he put me under the water.
How long have you been playing golf, or was he really the first one who took you out?
I was playing like sophomore year of high school with my buddies, but like I said, I don't have my own clubs, so I'm not used to. Me and my boys would go to the golf course, and we'd sit in the same cart, and I'd just use this entire set. So, I mean, I just want to get my own set, and I think that'll up my golf game for sure.
Seems like a reasonable purchase.
It's one of those things that if you buy it right now, you don't have to buy another one until they break.
Yeah, well, it came up with Noah and I'm a big golfer as well, so love playing up in those courses on the Cape.
Oh yeah, they were nice, super nice.
Have you been able to? So you haven't been able to golf much. What's the situation quarantine-wise in California? Have you been able to go out anywhere, restaurants?
I mean, I've been to like 2 restaurants. I went on a date with my girlfriend and my buddy, and then his girlfriend to Lucille's. But I mean, we just hang out right now. The one thing that I have been doing more is fishing, though. Fishing has picked up.
What do you fish for? Or you just go out on the boat and?
I'm really, really searching for a yellowtail. But I bought my own rod and reel. Caught my first halibut this weekend. So it's and my dad bought a boat, and we just been going out and throwing lines and having fun.
All right, one of the things that you answered on the cycle, our first time on Meet the Bird Gang, were your three favorite chain restaurants. You mentioned, I think it was Chipotle, In-N-Out, and Del Taco.
Yeah.
You had in it. Those still the go-to places, or now that you're a pro baseball player, you're upgrading a little bit?
Still a go-to places.
So celebration when this is all done at In-N-Out for the Seminaris crew?
Oh yeah. My family loves In-N-Out too.
Awesome. So before we wrap this up, you've now reached that next milestone of your career. You can call yourself a professional baseball player. Do you have a message to those younger than you trying to reach that next ring on the ladder?
You got to outwork the guy that's working out next to you. I mean, you have all these guys that tell you that you can't do it. I had multiple people tell me that I wasn't even going to be able to play D1 baseball. I mean, just you got to keep going to the gym, keep throwing, keep getting better. Find some way to get better. It's just a nonstop grind that you just got to endure, and someday it will pay off.
Appreciate the words of wisdom for any to-be or want-to-be baseball player. We put you through the cycle last time on. I'm not going to make you run through it again, but we're going to leave you with a home run level. It's going to be shout-outs this time around. Give you a chance to shout out and thank whoever, however many people you'd like to that have helped you along the way.
Oh boy, there's too many. First off, my family, the teammates that have been there through everything. Mike Steele comes to mind, the pitching coach at Long Beach that gave me an opportunity to play D1 baseball. I mean, Valenzuela, my whole coaching staff right now that got me to this point. Buckley, Rickaball, Berge, all my past coaches at Long Beach. My high school head coach, my high school pitching coach, Dylan Kewen, down to the pitching coaches that I had, Chuck Tiffany, Mike Sarmiento, my grandparents. My grandparents were there through thick and thin every ball game when I was growing up. I mean, and I already said my family, but my brother deserves this as much as I do too. Being there and pushing me through everything, helping me out because he's 3 years older than I am, so he was going through it before I was, and that's having someone that's very close to you, having someone to talk to during your struggles. It's just priceless. I mean, all of my teammates through the years. I think that's it. I mean, I'm sure there's more people that have helped me get to where I am today, but I mean, I'm just super thankful for everybody that has supported me along the way.
Awesome. And I've got one final one for you. We mentioned briefly before the little rivalries that may now form between you and your former Birds teammates. If you could pick one, who are you most looking forward to facing off against potentially at the next level?
Oh shoot, I have to give it to my lefty brothers. I would love to face both Eder and Schuster, both of them. Give them to me. Bring it here. We're going head to head one of these days, and it's going to be super fun.
We'll make sure the Birds are on watch for that one.
Oh yeah.
Should be a good one. Well, congratulations again, Adam. Thank you so much for coming on for round 2 of Meet the Bird Gang. Once again, I'm Jacob Kronberg. For our special guest, the newest member of the Los Angeles Angels organization, Adam Seminaris. Thanks for watching Meet the Bird Gang.